I've been reselling for the past 4 to 5 months and was constantly struggling with all the problems like dealing with stock, dealing with chargebacks on marketplaces, and trusting suppliers, hoping they won't scam me. But a few weeks ago, I came across this guy called Cam Resells, and Cam Resells was selling vendor links as well as being a reseller. So I bought his vendors as I wanted to resell what he resold. But then I found out through his Shopify order number that he had made $100,000 in the past few months. And since I had gone viral on TikTok in the past, I thought I may as well give it a shot. And since then, I've made $12,000 selling vendor links in 11 days. And then I put my friend on, and he's made $7,133 in just 3 days selling vendor links. But why am I telling you all of this? Well, I'm going to quickly run you through how I went from being a reseller whose income was capped to like $10,000 a month and also not being able to travel the world because I had stuck at my house, to becoming like a digital vendor link seller. And now I make 5 figures a month just by posting TikTok videos about these vendor links. And I literally don't have to do anything when someone buys from me because it's all automatic. I set it up like that. So a while back, I was selling Dysons, I was selling Lego, and I was also selling cologne as a reseller. And I was making a good bit of money, like $4,000 a month profit, but nothing too crazy. But I saw people on TikTok selling vendor links, and I didn't think they made much. But it turns out they do make a lot. And as I said before, I ordered from that Cam Resells guy, and I saw his Shopify order number, which said 7,000, which means he's made over $100,000 in just a few months. So I thought, okay, I may as well give this a shot because I've been doing TikTok for a while myself. I've ran up products for TikTok Organic, if you've heard of that, and I decided, okay, I'll give digital products like vendor links a try. So first of all, I want to make it very, very clear. It's not about your hook. It's not about your hashtag or your posting time, okay? It's all about the audience that you are targeting. So if an audience that you're posting to and you're showing pictures of, for example, if you post a picture of like a blonde girl who's doing reselling, a lot of blonde girls have never heard of it, or they just don't understand what reselling is at all. Now, girls are specifically a very untapped niche in reselling since they don't know what it is. And when they see that you can make, thousands of pounds a month just from buying and selling things, they'll be super, super interested. You'll go viral very easily. And there's this very famous quote, which is, when there's a gold rush, do not try and dig for the gold, sell the shovels. And the reason this makes so much money is because you're basically creating a gold rush by posting these TikToks, making women think they can make loads of money by reselling, and then you sell the shovels to them. So yeah, selling the key to getting rich quick will make you more than actually doing the thing itself. So first of all, to get started, you want to make your website. Now, I've left a link in the description. It's $1 for 3 months of Shopify. And the website's pretty simple to make. You just want to go to ChatGPT, create all the product images, make a bundle of all the supplier list, and then you want to have all the suppliers individually on your page as well. Now, I've gone into detail and all of this on how to set up your website on another video on this channel, so you can check that out if you want. But for TikTok, you want to pick your niche very specifically. Now, I personally put my friend onto like blonde girls, but you could do any race, any gender. You could even do men in like a more untapped niche. And the reason why picking like a certain skin color of a girl, certain way she talks, works so well on TikTok is because people like to watch videos from other people that they look like. So obviously the audience that sees a blonde girl's TikTok would usually be like white and blonde as well. But this means other girls won't have seen it yet or would have just scrolled. And then if you post a video with someone that looks like them, then they'll be likely to watch it. So for you, I recommend you start a page in the language that you speak, which isn't English, because a lot of people outside of like English speaking countries don't really know about reselling. So for example, if you live in Germany, do a page in German, and then pick a certain type of girl. So think about what her hair color would be. Is she skinny? Is she fat? Is she young? Is she old? Think about those sort of things and just pick one specific looking girl that you're going to post videos targeting. So to start off his page, I told my friend to make slideshows. Now, the goal with slideshows on TikTok is to get as many comments, as many shares as possible. Now, how you're going to do this is by making a super good deal. So basically the format is you want to have a picture of your girl and it says like, how do you make so much money at 19? How can you afford all these holidays? So you're basically showing the dream outcome for your customer in the first slide. And then you want to have 6 pictures of like marketplace listings as a reseller, for example, like AirPods, and then you can say, I bought them for £20 and then you sold them for £150. So I told him to have 6 different pictures of these items listed on marketplaces, and then to put the buy and the sell and the profit on the text on the slide. So people are seeing that you can make like $100 just by simply selling this item. And then at the end, you need to have a call to action. This is how you're going to get your comments. So basically, you just want to have a picture of either money, a luxury holiday, or just your girl that you've chosen, like the corner of her face, and then it just says comment the word supplier to get all the suppliers that I use sent to your DMs. And then a quick tip I just want to give: when you do post the video and you get comments, you want to like actually send them a reply on the video and say like, yeah, I sent it to you, yeah, I sent you info. So reply with that to all the comments, because other girls will see you replying to them and then they'll think, okay, I want to get in on the action. So you'll get a ton of comments all wanting to get a DM from you of where to get your supplies from. Now, when you DM the girls, you can literally send them a link to your website and just say, hey, this is where I get my supplies from. You can also include a discount code, which will give them like 10%, 20% off, and they'll feel exclusive and they'll feel like they want to buy. So now you know the basic principles of how this works. I'm going to give another quick tip. So you want to have really unique items in your slideshow that they've likely never seen before on a reselling account. For example, Dyson hair dryers. If you say, okay, I bought this Dyson hairdryer for £20 and I sold it for £200, a lot of girls will think, okay, I've never seen a Dyson before. I really want to comment supplier so I can get this. Giving you more engagement on your video, making you more viral. So yeah, remember, the goal is to show a trending item, for example, Labubus, Dysons, at a really good price. And then once you posted these initial slideshows of just like the basic format that I've talked about, you can take inspiration from other videos in the reselling niche. So for example, you can do like a slideshow on what day in the life looks like as a 10K a month reseller. And then you can also do videos on like how to start reselling, and you just give tips to the girls on how they start reselling. And then at the end, make sure to put your call to action, which is comment supplier to get it sent to your DM. So your goal now is just to keep pushing these slideshows, post like 2 of these a day for a week. It only took my friend 7 videos to get his first viral one, which eventually just like snowballed, and it like created that snowball effect for him to post more and more and more and keep putting like hundreds of thousands of views per post. And yeah, these slideshows should only take like 30 minutes each to make. What do you do once a slideshow actually goes viral? Well, you want to capitalize on it. So to do this, you got to post an actual video replying to the top comment on the slideshow. So you don't want to just have like another slideshow as the reply. You want to have a real video. So you want to create this using AI. You can make the girl look super realistic. She talks realistic, and it's like a day in the life detailed video about your product and your girl. And this is where the real money comes, because not a lot of people trust slideshows, but they do trust like real looking videos. And of course, that's how this guy I put on made $3,700 in one day. But yeah, I'll go into detail on how to make like a super realistic trust building video in another video on my YouTube channel. So I'll explain that all in the future. So leave a sub if you want to see that. And also quickly, a lot of people have been asking where I get my vendors from and how I can trust them. So basically in the description, the first link in the description will be a YouTube video, and I just explain my story. And at the end of that YouTube video, I actually give you all my vendors for free that you can also sell. So yeah, bro, go give that a shot, post some slideshows, pick your girl, and then just start posting and posting and posting. Build up the momentum until you hit a viral video, and then use a top comment to reply with a video on like a really trust building video. So yeah, thank you for watching. I basically teach resellers how they can turn their reselling income into an online digital income, which comes from just posting videos on TikTok, and how they can make like 20K a month. If you want the free vendors, go click the top link in the description, which is the YouTube video where I give them out for free. Thank you.